It's a lot of rain. A lot of rain. Even Zukov's wet. You're very wet, aren't you, boy? You really want to go on a walk, and now he's wet. He was all wet. Silly boy. Nice. Just fucking nice. Yeah, I have to go to work and it's bell shit later. Swoop. Awesome. Is that a scrub drain stopper? I think that scrub drain is still active. I don't really see anything that would signify any activity or nothing, so could be abandoned maybe at this point. Ay, ay, ay. Little furball got his ass running in here so quick. You're the one who was so adamant about wanting to walk with me, dude. I was getting groceries and you were just that adamant, bro, okay? Yeah, do you regret it? Do you regret it at all, you goofy boy? Oh my god, holy shit. Good grief. Silly boy. Just a silly, silly dog. Okay, come on, get in there. Sweet. Alright. This Billy bastard to me. Let the caffeine soar through my blood. Let it pump from my heart and soar through the veins. And yoink, and find the other one, and yoink, two, and that's it. I was thinking I'd be like, hey, you know, let's see if I can just yoink out another one, but nah, I don't have those capabilities at this moment. Let's get this bad boy turned on. Oh wow, Rose is actually here first. Well, shit. Damn, son. No, Venom's like here, like on the ball, but here you are actually, like, you know, fucking getting here first. Shit. Damn. There we go. Try to get this closed up. There we go. Sweet. Since it's a week past Thanksgiving. Wait, what's this? You're doing this to me right now. Right there in that arc. We'll turn this down a little bit. And I like at the end article, there's also for It's Time. But we couldn't find, like, you know, maybe a alternative version to Christmas music. Yeah, it's like, I mean, at least some alternatives, so to speak. I don't know, I wasn't, you know, I ain't ready for it quite yet. I'll be when December hits, which is Friday, so, and I'm gonna be at a punk ska show anyway, so I can link the Muppet version. That's not exactly what I had in mind. I was thinking more like, you know, I don't know, like some silly, like, rock version. Wait, didn't Thin Lizzy make a fucking Christmas album? I think there is a rock band that actually made an album. And there's also Trans-Siberian Orchestra. And also Sabaton technically has a Christmas song. So, I mean, there's other ways we can do some Christmas shit. Which does remind me, next time I do karaoke at the bar, which isn't going to be this weekend because I'm going to go to some concerts, but if, but at least, you know, for next weekend, I definitely got to do the Christmas Truce by Sabaton as a karaoke. Because 'tis be the season. And it'd be about 109 years ago when, you know, the truce started. Or at least, you know, like, and also, you know, when the war started, too. Holy shit, 109 years. I remember when there was, like, the 100-year anniversary and shit. Damn. Damn. That's putting shit in perspective. Really, Zukov? He just closed the door. Wow. Of course. Go figure. This is your Johnny Mathis version of the song? Yeah, let's see if, let's see if Thin Lizzy was the band that made the, I meant in the threads link, no sympathy in the comments, so you fucking knew. Oh, wait, you sent a threads link? Oh, okay. Iconic napalm rights advocate. Iconic napalm rights advocate. Oh my god. Nice. Rolling Stone's getting as good as the Onion with their headlines. William Kissinger, war criminal beloved by America's ruling class, finally dies. Betty Davis. One should say, one should only say good things about the dead. He's dead. Good. Let's do these memes. Wait, what's it say? God damn it. That X is hiding. Son of a bitch. What does it say there? We have lots of room down here for all you maggots. Looking forward to meet y'all. It's about time, fucking kraut. It's about time, you fucking kraut. Man, Devil Poke is arse of his pitchfork for eternity. Warmonger like him can never be allowed anywhere near the halls of power these days. Well, too bad that they are still. Personification of evil's fine landing in hell. Proof there is no karma. I mean, honestly, it kind of is. When you're able to, like, live a century in order and able to just, like, get away with war crimes and shit, yeah. Oh shit, and yeah, I was right. So it was Thin Lizzy and Sex Pistols, the Greedies, and Merry Jingle. So yeah, they did a collaboration, like, Christmas album thing. Oh my lord. Actually, guys surprised. The Sex Pistols too? Well, didn't think I would, expect that, but, cool. Pretty dope if I do say myself. But anyway, here, let's see what's happening for this lovely afternoon. What will be going down? What will be going down with the clowns to roll dead in the ground? And surprisingly, it's not much outside of, I guess, just like the consistent, like, like, hey, old war criminal fuck bald demon from hell died. It's like, sweet. At least, there's that, but, I was thinking maybe there might be, some other shit, but I guess, unfortunately not. I love this post. Is Henry Kitchener going to hell? And it's a poll. Yes or yes. Oh my god. Well, I don't know. I mean, I think it could be debatable. Do you like Godzilla? Hey, yo, Godzilla. I mean, sure. But you know where my loyalties lie, though. I got some loyalties, when it comes to some, when it comes down to the, lizard or gorilla. Godzilla suit incident. A Godzilla suit incident? What's going on with this? Gorilla. Yep, exactly. Wait, hold on. Is my, oh, screen's not want to pop up? Really? Are we not doing that? Are we not wanting to do that, Streamlabs? Are we serious? Boo, they don't want to? Really? Wow. 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 That's always fun. Seriously. Well, you know what? I know a way to deal with that. Because I will not tolerate this bullshit. I will not tolerate this bullshit. I'll tell you what. Because that's not cool. Here, I just want to do this one just to make sure. Yeah, being dumb as fuck. Yep. Great. Thanks. Thanks, Streamlabs, for, not being exactly 100% cooperative. Even though it shouldn't be that hard to just simply do your shit. But I guess, the slow child obviously, is kind of hard to learn sometimes, unfortunately. So it's like, goddamn it. Motherfucker. Here. Here, so, here's what I'll do. I'll have to, restart phone real quick, but I won't stop the stream quite yet, so I'll just have to, like, pop in and out. Because, that's, unfortunately, it's just like, what it likes to do. Because Streamlabs is just stupid sometimes. So, gotta love it. Good. Yeah. But now at least, we shouldn't have to really worry about it too much, because, this should... Oh, yeah, the video's already still up. Cool. I'll just do this, and... Oh, okay, I was about to say if YouTube wasn't going to full screen that. But there we go. Alright. Now we're all good. See? There we go. Now it's... Well... Not the OG fix, but hey, it's fixed enough. So what is this all about? What, someone get trapped in it? I'm assuming someone gets trapped in the suit, right? Okay. Oh shit. There goes Tokyo. Go, go, Godzilla. So wait, is this dude like supersized? I guess I'm guessing this is just like, you know, who would wear the suit most of the time to the point you never saw his actual face. Was he a furry? Was he like an OG furry, but, you know, just, you know, but a scaly? Now you have to read. Thanks for making me read. You want take breaks, so just... Calling his name? Took it too far, man. That's what I'm thinking. He took being a scaly too far, bro. He was growling and growing into the suit with slowly ways to try to open the pocket where the actors would enter the suit. Whoa. So he got like locked in it? This is actually kind of a real thing that can happen. Like if you like there's been times where people, usually due to like locked-in syndrome or due to morbid obesity, there's kind of different factors where this actually can happen, where like if you are in one spot for a long enough time, your body will like literally kind of like the cells on a cellular level, when they're like multiplying and replicating at a certain point, will eventually start to kind of like do that into the material like that you're on, like it'll eventually kind of like fuse in a way. So there's been different accounts and cases where this has happened. Whoa. In a suit. I hope nobody sees my erection. Wait, I'm Asian. Or I want them to see it. I want them to see what I've become. They must know my true form. But without clothes, you wouldn't they break apart because you're too big? Well, it's not really the clothes necessarily. It's like, yeah, I guess it depends. Like, I mean, if you were wearing it all the time and it was like skin tight on you, then yeah, it could. But you would have to wear it for like a long time. like I said, it's, you know, like, you'll have to like look at different cases specifically about when it comes to like people who are like more of obese or stuck in like a chair for years on end, or someone with like locked-in syndrome that was like, you know, laying on their bed or something. Like, it's usually, you know, if it counts like that. It's not really like if you are sitting in one spot for like a month or something, you know, it would happen. It would have to take like a long time for it to take place. That's what they found. So, okay, that is a very loud and annoying noise. So they basically just found this person literally like infused into the thing, I guess. It's based on an actual incident of the suit film. Wait, what? Wait, really? Where they need to trigger some explosions in the suit, but because the suit and the actor, but it caused the suit actor to be electrocuted, he was fine after some medical care. Damn. Poor guy on the sign of men's restrooms. I know, dude. Poor dude. All the way up till the early 70s. He didn't die because of his work, but he went through some shit. The suit caught on fire. He almost drowned. He would sometimes pass out because of how hot it was, and the original fit system didn't even have a way for him to see. I mean, he's dead now, but that's only because the dude is like 90. Well, yeah, I mean, at this point, like, the dude obviously is long dead, but damn, dude. The actual suit actor actually did go for some shit, but it wasn't because, like, you know, it wasn't because he had like some sort of a weird, like, you know, fusion to it, obviously. I mean, that's the fake story behind it. But I mean, I guess weirdly enough, there is a little weird kernel of truth to the story, where it's like, I guess in a sense it's kind of symbolic. Maybe I honestly wouldn't be surprised if the story is kind of symbolic to the actual actor in a way, you know, just with a very dark turn instead, just because of, like, you know, what some of the shit the actor went through. I know the actor, you know, that, you know, was, you know, into suits and shit. Like, I knew he went through shit, but like the whole thing catching on fire, nearly drowning, shit like that, being electrocuted in it accidentally. It's like, fuck. I mean, obviously at the end of the day, all fine and dandy, but like, holy shit. He went for some shit. Here. Let's see if, delve in a little fun, little something. I actually thought I saw something earlier that would be kind of interesting. Like, at least I thought would be a little like, it kind of gave me like more of a question mark of like, huh? But I need to find it. Where'd it go? I think I'll have to like pop up let's see. This? I think it might be this. I think's. Nope, it's not this. Wait, where is it? Where is it? I know it's somewhere. Oh yeah, okay, here it is. I found it. You know what? I'll just let it hang in the air. If it wants to full screen. You just were full screen like 2 seconds ago. Now you don't. Seriously? Fuck you, YouTube. Alright, give me give me a minute. First Streamlabs wanted to be a dick, and now YouTube is being a dick. I swear to God, I can never win, dude. I can never win with technology, dude. So I'm not far in the series, but for my MacGyver, somehow the suit itself became a radio, which melted the actor inside and thereby fused him to the suit. There's some Japanese text in the description of several of these videos of which translate image someone's family was killed in Hiroshima, which makes sense given Godzilla's symbol of nuclear war. Yeah, that makes sense. And honestly, that would probably explain what happened, because like if radiation basically breaks down your DNA, and if you look at, or at least hear about accounts of some of the most extreme cases of people being lethally dosed with radiation, like Hiroshi Ochi, or like some of the like liquidators, or some of the scientists and people at Chernobyl, for example, and shit like that, like your body literally basically like over the span of like either a few days to like a week or so, literally just fucking melts. It basically just breaks down and melts and shit, like into just like human biological broken down goop, basically. So I mean, it's pretty fucked, like, honestly. So I mean, and it makes sense, like, if someone, you know, being dedicated as an actor and shit to the point where it's like, you know, like they're pretty much fused into it, that kind of makes sense in a way. Like, you know, because if they're mostly in it and their body's breaking down and shit like that, eventually to a point, it's almost like it's going to just kind of fuse to it. I mean, or at least what's left of like his DNA that's trying to replicate and live. I mean, honestly, in a way, that just, I mean, at least with the story, so to speak, I mean, it just kind of, you know, heavily, you know, implies that, like, the dude's just gonna die, like, you know, within a couple days, and, you know, and obviously the people didn't realize till it's too late. And the guy in the Godzilla suit's just bobbing his neck like a chicken. B1 film crew, and does that actually happen? That'd be fucking... I'd actually be a little disturbed. Just like with this topic, by the way. I'm not even going to show you what the title is. You just get to, you know, figure it out.
Hi, I keep hearing it's not evil without victims. I wonder if anyone has any counter arguments against that. It's not. It's the term evil is like a moral and cognitive dead stop. Okay, the question is, like, does this thing commit harm or cause harm?
Okay, random aside. Vosh is actually starting to, like, understand fashion a little bit. Like, I actually like this denim jacket he's wearing. This actually looks fucking, like, drip as fuck on him, dude. Like, his whole fit right here is actually genuinely really good. I like the fit he's got. You should get, yeah, I'd put this hat that I have on, like, I would give him my hat and just, like, put it on him. Dude, it would fucking be a flex right there. He'd be rizzing everyone, like, constantly. He'd be rizzing his chat just in his mere existence.
And what people will say is like, oh, I saw Lolly or whatever, and it's like, oh, was that her, whatever, blah, blah. And it's like, the act of someone doing that, of, like, looking at Lolly shit or whatever on any hentai site in the world, in and of it.
Yeah, it's that topic, by the way.
So that, like, in a vacuum, contained within a black hole or whatever, isn't the issue at hand. The real issue is, are we normalizing the sexualization of features that we associate with children? And, you know, I think it does, and I think that's pretty weird, you know? Probably shouldn't do that, you know? So the term evil, again, is one of those, like, moral, like, well, what is evil, you know? The real question, of course, for a utilitarian is, like, where's the harm? Like, what is there utility? Is there not? Like, is there harm? Is there not?
The only question, my guess is he wanted to rush him out of the text became, or maybe the suit was made there, new Vosh style arc. Well, I know Vosh has been on, like, a hardcore, like, fashion arc, and I'm assuming at least, you know, he's trying to kind of hash out that fashion shit. And, you know, honestly, some of it doesn't make sense. Some of it, like this, I think does. I honestly do think this looks really, like, you know, drippy on him.
In that case, you know, I have always thought that there is a lot of that, of, like, over-sexualization of youth. I will say, however, and, you know, and this, not to be contrarian or whatever, but, like, there are easy targets and there are difficult targets. And the easy target is going online and saying, CP is bad, Lolicon is bad. Like, wow, congratulations, you know, you've climbed up the first step of a staircase. I think that, like, the next step would be, like, hey, it's really weird how there are all these porn sites where they're like, hey, here's this barely legal teen, 18, dick sucking 18, you know, or whatever. And it's like,
honestly, there seems to be delay messages popping up. I've kind of noticed that, but, you know, I mean, whatever, it's what I gotta deal with, I guess. I mean, like, and also, I don't know if you noticed with shit like that before, but every now and then, like, you know, whenever I, you know, take, you know, a perusal on the hub, like, honestly, like, so much of the shit that's on, like, the front page is what he's talking about, and it really, like, I just sit there, I'm like, why? I sit there and I'm like, why? Like, is there, like, is that just, like, something that seriously, like, is what people are genuinely into? What happened last night? What happened last night? What, something happened with the last little bit of shit from last night? I mean, I don't know. Something happened?
It really makes you...
You were just gone? Huh. Well, like, nothing on my end that happened. I mean, I didn't know when that might have happened. I guess I'm just gonna have to go back and see. That means I'm gonna have to, like, go back and check out some of that fucking... I guess I'm gonna do a part 2 of that shit, I guess. You don't know what happened? Man, there were horses, meteors, a lightsaber duel, Ignar had a fight doing a jet ski joust. Yeah. You were watching a part about the hippies and Haight-Ashbury. Was it that far back into it? That was like in the early half of it. Like in the first half. It really go like, oh my god, jeez fucking Christ. Well, hey, I guess we're having a little part 2 on that shit. Watch the entire thing. Yeah, I didn't realize that it, like, shit was fucked up, or else I wouldn't have. God damn it. Well, that's great. I reacted to that entire fucking... Fuck me, dude. Barely 18 steps. Sister gets stuck in dryer, needs help from her barely 18 step brother. Dude, oh my god. Dude, the hub is, like, honestly full of shit like that, and it really is annoying. And I guess the fact that, I wasn't realizing that, the stream, like, hit a turd, like, I guess that didn't happen, either. It's like, man, well, yeah, that's just great. Anyway, whatever.
If the age of consent was 16, would these girls all not then be 16? Would they not just run against the limit every time? Is the implication here not that, like, they would basically go as low as they could to the point where if there was no age of consent, this would just be, like, CP, like, very clearly? And I think the answer to that is yeah. In a lot of cases, yeah. And I think a big part of that is just the fetishization of youthfulness, especially in women. And I think it's
creepy.
Probably not good, And a lot of it plays into the, like, red pill the wall stuff where they pretend that women stop being attractive at 25. Or you'll get people that'll do these really stupid like devil's wait, what's the term? Devil's why am I thinking devil's horseshoe? That's not it. Devil's advocate. Thank you. I kept thinking a bunch of devil's advocate.
I was thinking devil's advocate in my head, but I was like, I honestly thought I was thinking of a totally different thing, like devil's what? But, and also I think he's, like, kind of on point with the whole manosphere shit about this whole weird thing, because, like, dude, those motherfuckers are hella jerking it, you know what I'm saying? Like, dude, they're the ones that are probably the most porn addicted, like, these weird manosphere, like, oh, women are just like, so, I mean, it makes sense that, honestly, for them to heavily get into some shit like that, and honestly, that's probably why. I'm pretty sure there's some of the more dedicated users on the hub and shit like that, where a large chunk of the content, if you just are on the front page and you don't have an account or anything, it's just right there, like a lot of it is going to be shit like that. Honestly, it's one of those things where I wish I could kind of be like, well, here, let me show you a quick example, like, just to prove it, but obviously YouTube wouldn't be happy about that. Because I'm not lying. It's like, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Is there a way to, like, not have to, like, see that without, having to make an account or something? No? Okay, well, fuck you then. I never found one of my 34 strike when I was in my 20s, but now, yeah, they're attractive. Like women are a bit older than me. Yeah, same here, too, anyway. Or at least, in my peer group range. Like, I mean, at a certain point, if they're, like, like, especially 18, 19, 20, or 21, it's like, eh. But, like, I don't know, like 22, 23, 24, well, at least, like, 20, 23 is, like, that's, like, my limit. Like, 24, 25 and shit, sure, whatever. Like, I mean, I'm kind of fine with my peer group, but any younger than, like, 3-4 year difference on that shit, nah. 20 years older. Well, I'm 26, so, like, I ain't going for no grannies. Hell no. I mean, for me, it's just like... no, I was talking to Rose. Oh. Oh, damn, he'd go granny hunting. and then they pray to Jesus for forgiveness after busting a nut. It's kind of a relative thing. Well, yeah, I mean, honestly, all of it's just subjective, too. I mean, I'm sure, also, I guess on the other shoe, I suppose the devil's advocate, and maybe Vasha will say it too, but, like, for me, like, also there could be, like, genuine, like, teenagers or, like, 18, 19-year-olds that are like, well, not much into those older chicks, so I want something, that's, I know it's, like, around my age or something. Can be done so, that's generational and not enough common. Well, I mean, I suppose that, well, like you said, it is relative. Because you know how, like, some people say, to some, like, people in, like, younger generations to say they have, like, an old soul. I mean, I don't know. It's like and also there are some hardcore fucking, like, MILF granny hunters and shit out there, okay? So, I mean, I don't know, bro. It is relative after all. And I know the whole, like, big, like, cougar hunting, thing or whatever the fuck is, like, is a meme at least, and I know it's at least somewhat true to, some people. So, I mean, I don't know, like, I feel like that's a little bit more complex. It just kind of depends on, like, I guess generally, like, what their broader worldviews are, and if there's at least any relatability there in general. Because, I mean, for some older people, I can kind of relate to them to an extent, but at the same time, I mean, like, there's plenty of old people where I'm just like, they're just annoying, entitled, stuck-up fucking boomer chucklefucks, so, it's all relative.
Yes. Well, they'll basically be like, oh, so if you ever saw a single girl who's 16, you thought she was attractive, does that mean you're a pedo? It's natural to find girls that look like that attractive, and, like, really dumb bullshit like that. And I will say this, I think, maybe, at least I hope, I think a lot of the people making arguments like that are themselves 16-year-old boys, and they feel insecure for liking 16-year-old girls because they're online, and on the internet everyone's ages are anonymized and irrelevant, and people are generally assumed to be adults on modern social media now that everything's blended together. So they'll see people, talk about how attractive adult women are, and they'll think like, well, there's nothing wrong with what I like. And they're being stupid, of course, but they're 16. So, like, yeah, no shit, right? So I think a lot of that discourse comes from young people online. But the whole, like, pornography, 18, barely legal shit, that is definitely not, like, that's, like, a real issue. That's pretty weird. Why is this the conversation I join in on? Yeah, I know it gets over-discussed, but, like, the over-sexualization...
That I also do think is a little bit low-key a problem. I mean, like I said, every now and then, whenever I decide to take a quick little perusal, I'm not gonna say why, I think you get the idea. I mean, and, the front page will literally be, like, not, like, a majority, but a decent chunk of it is that. And it's like, what the fuck? It's like, why is this such a big thing? And it's not really as much these days, but there was, like, a huge phase where, like, the step insert sis or bro here, or, like, cousin or whatever, like, where that was a big thing. It still kind of is. It's kind of fallen off to the wayside a little bit, but it's still there, and it's just like, that's even more what the fuck, or at least just as what the fuck. It's like, good lord. Just sitting there like, why? I mean, because it really kind of is. It's like one thing if it's like, one of, it's like some amateur shit and they happen to be like 19 or some shit, whatever. I mean, they're making their own content, big whoop. But when it's like some like semi-professional or overt professional shit where it's like overtly trying to push that, that's just fucking weird. I mean, it just is. It's always the right floating things like child marriage, puberty balls, lower age consent, like educational purposes. Oh, like, what is that? Was like some caution? Well, yeah, honestly, I feel like, yeah, sometimes I feel like he kind of, is being a little bit. I kind of get what he means, but I just think he is being a little slightly terrible. But I think at the end of the day, still sees that as an issue. There probably should be. I guess it isn't really. I don't know. I guess outside of just like social advocacy of being like, it's kind of weird, and just like kind of being more, stern about that, I guess. I don't know. I mean, it's like one of those things where it's like, it's kind of hard control, and also I wouldn't even necessarily be comfortable with, you know, state regulation on that anyway, because I mean there's already different states that are either trying or have, you know, basically banned porn unless you have like some sort of like social security number you're willing to like just fork out people and shit. It's like, fuck that.
Fetishization of youth, especially in women, is like actually a huge deal. I think a lot of it has to do with you know, people say that is about power, not sex, and that's true. The reasons for this are pretty complicated, and you can read psychological papers on it, but like this is a pretty well...
If you're going to the hub, you can learn a lot about anatomy. I mean... Yeah, but if you're already going to Google to find Pornhub, you can go to Google to find like a Wikipedia article or like some basic like, science article that's for free that, you know, it's that, you know, like Science Health like art outlet, you know, that has like some basic thing, you know, that is there for you for it to be, you know, to explain that shit. Or even YouTube videos. I mean, where they'll have like, you know, little displays and diagrams of shit. So, I mean, it's like, I mean, there's like, if someone's using Google or like using the internet to find, you know, the hub, then they can go find like, you know, a little basic, quick little educational little video article about it too. Oak Service figured if they could catch women young, they could steer them towards thinking it's fine to be someone too old for them. Yeah, it's, shocker, a form of grooming, basically. I mean, also, that's kind of why the whole idea of arranged marriages, you know, are a thing. If you can arrange a marriage if, like, you know, someone is young, you know, early on, before they really, you know, have a sense of being able to think for themselves completely, then it's easier to control them and really groom them into your way of thinking and shit.
Accepted fact that the things that make a person, well, it doesn't make you, you know, the things that in the mental processes that are associated with a willingness to...
Control's the key word here. Yeah.
Have a lot more to do with insecurity and power than they do purely with sexual attraction. And I think in line with that, a lot of the creepy pedo shit has to do with male insecurity and a fear of women with the power and knowledge to make fun of them. I think that...
Pretty much, yep. Vosh, I think is kind of correct on that. I mean, it's just like, and instead of maybe having a little introspection to work on themselves, so, you know, maybe women don't make fun of them, like, maybe they, you know, will probably have better outcomes, but instead they end up being freaks.
Basically are just really insecure about how they look, or how they talk, or how they... And the idea of a woman ever laughing at them for those things is like gut-wrenchingly, like life-endingly terrifying to them. I know that sounds really dumb, but like, I mean it. Like, think a lot of European dudes used to do pistol duels over minor insults. Okay, the human brain is capable of, like, this is socialization for you. You know, people will construct an incredible amount of personal investment in pretty super.
Do you have demonstrative examples?
Bullshit. Like, you know, you get, like, people do this today. Like there will be guys at a club. And,
you know, I love how the peach emoji is basically just like by like the internet has just like, we all agreed that basically is just an ass. That's just a caked up booty, dude. Pound that peach fuzz. Dude, hell yeah, bro. Dude, like, the internet has just pretty much agreed that peach emoji is literally just a booty. Just a caked up gap, bro. Like, I don't know why that's a new term for booty, but I guess it is, and it's so dumb, but, you know. There you go. Gotta love that Zoomy lingo. I'm trying to blow up with the kids, guys.
One dude will shoulder check another guy accidentally, but then not apologize because he, you know, wants to come across like cool. And then 30 seconds pass, and one of those two men is dead. Like, head slammed against the corner of a table dead, you know? Like, what the... Your life's over, buddy. Both of yours. You know, one of you in jail and one of you in the grave. Was that worth it? And, like, you know, humans are retarded, is the thing. That's
we kind of are.
That's the takeaway here. But anyway, I think a lot
Dude, I've seen, like, you know, like, fucking scraps over the most stupidest fucking shit before, man. Like, I mean, the people are dumb.
It's basically are like, wow, you know, with feminism ruining women, and women are so, like, uppity, and women will, like, laugh at you, and women are... And a lot of this plays in with race, too, where they'll think, like, you know, they think, because they see all this interracial cuckold...
Humans are hard R.
Being serious when I say this is like a big part of like male sexuality on the internet seems to be like reconciling your identity in the context of this dynamic where there's the hypersexualization of black men and their masculinity, where men, like black men, get treated as like dumb animals, but also as very virile. So women fall for their. How many comics did you guys see online that were basically just, wow, women don't like me, a nice white guy, but they will get by this black thug? How many?
Dude, oh my god. For the amount of times I've seen or heard shit like that before from, like, Facebook shit and stuff, it's like, man, I mean, it's just like a dime a dozen. And it really does, like, play on a hardcore insecurity where there is just, like, such a weird fetishization. Not really just also with the quote-unquote bare legal stuff, but also with this, too. Luckily, I don't really see that, you know, on the hub as much. You know, like, I guess it'll be there. And most of the time, it's just... it happens to be either a black person or some other dude who happens to be one of the actors, so to speak. I mean, it's like, I mean, most of the time it just is whatever. But obviously, like, there is, like, mainly with weird racist fucks, you know, that have, like, a hang up about it where they do treat it as, like, more of, like, a weird fetishistic feel and instead of just, like, a regular porn video or some shit. Because I could look at that and be like, nice video, you know, or some shit, but to that person, it's like, oh my god, there's white woman there, she's being bred by these black studs, or whatever, you know, whatever fucking weird gremlin noises they're making.
So many in my life, like, I've seen variant. Do
not look up, I've heard people have getting shootout over a candy necklace. Do not look up candy necklace on an Urban Dictionary. I'm ignorant of this. Why? Yeah, why? What? It's like, oh, okay.
This. I've seen them in obviously Nazi ways. I've seen these in ways that came across as a little bit more, I guess I wouldn't say innocuous, but like less vitriolically racist, you know, that like there's so many of them. It's such a common thing, you know? And a lot of these guys, you know, fetishize that dynamic, which is racist, but, you know, a lot of people have racist kinks, I guess. If you can find a way to reconcile that and act them out in a way that doesn't hurt people, I don't think that's necessarily wrong, you know? Like, if you're into, like, racist race play or whatever, and you find a black girlfriend who wants to be called the N-word while she's... whatever, your adults go, whatever.
Whatever your adults, go for it. You don't have to feel insecure about it. I mean, and no one should have to, like, well, and that's kind of a silly thing, you know, it's like, if that's your, you know, kink, then go for it, have at it, Haas. I mean, you know, like how Vosh is saying, it's like, you know what, you're adults, go do whatever. You know, it's like, I mean, we found a way to make almost every word refer to a sexual technique. I still want to know what the candy necklace is. Well, you're saying not look it up, and you're really making me want to look it up right now. So, I mean, you might as well just spill the beans if YouTube will let you. But, yeah, like, I mean, and also, like, I mean, to add on to what you're saying, it's like we also found stupid, like, innocuous things, like, you know, someone being black, for example, as, like, you know, some sort of weird, like, hyper fetishistic insecurity about people. I mean, that's why I just, like, hate racism so much. It's like, you know, it's what I was talking about from last time, I guess, before my stream decided to take a dump. I mean, where it's just like, you know, like, they basically just ruin it for everybody. It's like, if, you know, some people want to have, like, a little weird roleplay fun or some shit, that is a little sus, but whatever, who cares? They're not hurting anybody, and, you know, that's not even what they believe, but they just want to have a little fun, whatever, who cares? But, like, these fucks, you know, just ruin it for everybody. Right, so what do you say? It didn't eat it out? Oh, well, that ain't really that bad. I think I have a deal with me. Does it have something to do with the beads? Well, yeah, it's like a candy necklace, but yeah, you basically just, well, I mean, if you're like shoving a candy necklace, you know, in a chick's pussy, I mean, I don't know, that's not a big deal. The ass is a different story. Like, I want to do that. I don't know. But if I was eating out, the poom, then, I mean, you know, I mean, sure. But I'll just, like, encourage her to really wash out under there to make sure she doesn't get an infection. If you do anything that involves, you know, food play and stuff like that, make sure you do it extra scrub and clean. You don't want a yeast infection. Oh, Chilo. I'm just saying. Hey, I mean, I'm just saying. I'm not into it. Like, the closest I would be would probably, like, be, like, whipped cream or something. Because that actually can be kind of a little, I could kind of see some actual kind of a little fun out of that. But, I mean, but beyond that, it's like, Or I guess maybe a cherry or something. Like, have a little cherry just, like, boop, right there. Actually, yeah, I mean, I could kind of see maybe in a corporation to an extent, but, like, when people are, like, getting the whole fucking, like, buffet set up, like, on themselves, just all this other shit, getting, like, this, like, you got, like, your fucking, like, creme brulee over here, and you got your fucking, like, got, like, some fucking, like, onion soup or some shit just set up, ready to go. It's like, I mean, it gets a little way too much. I can understand maybe a little bit here and there, it's like a little fun incorporation to the broader play, but, like, I mean, the whole, like, hyper-fetishization of it, where, I don't get that. That's the part that I don't get. A little cherry on top. Boop. Yeah, exactly, a little cherry on top. I mean, see, then you could even rizz her up a little bit and make little, like, silly puns and shit every now and then. I mean, so, I don't know, see, there could be, like I said, in a corporation to where I think it can, work a little bit. Like a black chick who will whip her white boyfriend. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I guarantee you that is a thing. I bet if I were to look that shit up right now on the hub, I guarantee you there would be some results on the top page. Like, yes. Reparations. Like, yeah, you're about to get some reparations here now, you little daddy bitch. Just... the little snowball cracker jack little fuck. Are you ready to take this? Oh my god, okay. Reparations kink, new Sir Shaq. Oh god. Oh, it's a thing, dude. Oh my god. You know it's a thing.
So that you're not, like, reflecting that shit into other people, but you only live once. If you get rock hard thinking of doing that, and she's really into that, like, who am I to stand between you two? As long as you're both, consenting, whatever. So, there's that. But a lot of them obviously do not deal with the shit in a healthy way, so they internalize this massive insecurity. And then I think that the way this leads for a lot of them is, like, the only way they think that they can find a girl who's not poisoned by this, like, potential for cuckoldry or for criticizing is essentially, like, to be a pedophile. They'll think, like, oh, well, a 14-year-old girl wouldn't do this. And that's why there's such a huge overlap between Nazis and pedophiles. Because Nazis already have an entire ideology built out of sexual insecurity and, like, overemphasized, fetishized racial dynamics. So for them to take all of that...
Nazism. Basically, the one ideology that is pretty much built on strict sexual insecurity. God love it.
Naturally, you have all those thoughts in your head, and then it's like, well, what is the ultimate barefoot trad wife or whatever? Anyway, I guess what I'm saying, like, to sum all this up, is that all Nazis are pedophiles. What do we do about it, though? Do less Nazism and pedophilia. Reduce both of these.
I mean, pretty much. Yeah, basically, that summarizes it pretty good. And that, and, I don't know, insult them more. Insult Nazis, pedophiles more. That'd also be a good idea. Reparation white guilt kink. Again, I'm like, it's out there. It exists. Like, it certainly is a fucking thing, and, like, I mean, I'm honestly really half tempted just to, like, see if it really is a thing right now. I'm not going to, because I don't want to really risk it, but I guarantee fucking to you, dude. It really is. I guarantee fucking to you. Like, it is. There ain't no way it ain't. Here, let's see what other little fun thing we can look at here. Let's see what a little fun thing is, who's in here now. Ooh, a new Noah Samson video. Anti-woke TikToks. Oh boy. Why not? Why not have a little fun with this?
Hey, you. Welcome back to the show. On this show, we spent a good amount of time chronicling the creepy little...
Our favorite 1970s porn stash mullet man.
...of the anti-woke world. Anti-wokeness, what it...
Actually, speaking of mustaches, like, I don't know what to, like, do with my shit. It's all kind of, like, just whiskers at this point right now, but, like, this side wants to keep going down, and I always keep finding myself, like, whenever I do, like, like this, like, well, even right there, it's like, god damn it, they always are right there. This side, not so much. Like, this side's, like, shaped up to kind of go out, but this side still doesn't want to yet. It's like... it's like, what the fuck? I need to start getting, like, you know, maybe some, like, facial products and shit. I think you'd have to be a bit more specific in your search. Catching the last few minutes of stream, I guess, and no. No, we're gonna look at this, and then I'll probably, you know, head out, but, you know, we're gonna look at this, so.
Well, it's the antithesis to wokeness. Okay, but what is wokeness? And, well, that depends on who you ask and what time in history it is. The word woke as a political term rose to prominence as part of the Black Lives Matter movement in the mid-2010s. It was used as a descriptor of someone who is aware of...
Oh, okay, well, we already know about that.
In recent years, though, this term has been co-opted by conservatives and anti-feminists to mean, in essence, stuff that we don't like. This includes everything from gay people to climate change to BLM to just really any vaguely left or liberal thing. That's all woke. It's woke. And
or basically literally just anything that conservatives just simply don't like. It literally is just that. It's like, I don't really like this steak. It's not really, you know, well done enough. It's woke. Like, I mean, you know, that's literally, it's like what it is, essentially. It's just like, no matter what the fuck it is, like, if they don't like it, they're gonna somehow tie it into it being woke.
anything that's going on anywhere and in of the world or inside the world, this ideology, anti-wokeness, can be found on TikTok. That's what we're going to look at today, some viral anti-woke TikToks.
Is the woke in us with the room right now?
In mind. What are they saying? What do they mean? And how do these ideas relate to other stuff in the world? Okay, strap in, like the video, and close your eyes, because it's time to go to sleep. Good night. This first video is titled Spot.
Jesus Christ, what? I was not ready for that. That was a little disturbing.
What's wrong with this viral McDonald's ad? Okay, I'll try.
This McDonald's ad has 126 million views. Spot what's wrong with it.
She then plays a McDonald's ad that features a family sitting at a table and eating McDonald's. They're very cute. I think they're cute. Sue me, okay? And then she's...
I mean, yeah, it's just a very generic, silly little animated ad. That's like anime style, like Big Whoop.
This.
I know what you're thinking. There's nothing wrong. But that's sort of the point. There's no transgender dude selling you a tampon. There's no drag queen selling you rainbow apparel. There's no
Man, you know, I kind of remember, like, you know, where these motherfuckers, like, you know, were freaking out about this ad for some reason. And it's like, why are they turning an innocuous ad for McDonald's in Japan, like, into this? Like, it's a kind of a cutesy, silly little ad, like, whatever. Like, that's all it is. Like, and they somehow have to tie it into this bullshit. Like, honestly, I guarantee you, if it was the exact same thing, but for some reason there was just like a rainbow flag in the background or some shit, dude, they would be having a conniption fit over it, being how all woke it is. But because it, I guess, just has nothing to do with any of that shit. And you know what? How the fuck do you know? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, you could look at these little fucking characters and, you know, maybe be like, hey, you don't know. Maybe one of these kids is, you know, what if this is a lesbian sister, you know, to her little trans, you know, daughter? You know what I'm saying? You don't know. You don't fucking know. Just because it ain't implied or nothing doesn't mean you can infer it, bitch. Because maybe they are. And you don't know that shit. Room's so cold. My Dr. Pepper cans are refrigerated, cold, coming out of the box. Nice. So all the gas prices, if anything, they aren't high enough. Oh.
Plays a McDonald's.
$100 a gallon. Take that, Jack. How's that for woke gas prices?
Family sitting at a table and eating McDonald's. They're very cute. I think they're cute. Sue me, okay? And then she says this.
I know what you're thinking. There's nothing wrong.
Okay, yeah, I heard that.
Tuck-friendly swimsuits.
Whoa, hey, dude. What's up? What's going on? Most normal transphobe. Why would a McDonald's ad be selling tampons or swimsuits? That's a rhetorical question. They wouldn't. She just wants to... She's transphobe.
There's no tuck-friendly swimsuits. They're not going through a divorce. The dad is not depressed.
Well, I didn't see no wife there, so maybe there was a divorce and he's a single dad, bitch. I mean, again, it's an ad, so, you know, you don't, like, you can, it means nothing anyway. Like, whatever the dumbass backstories of the characters, because they're just literally a placeholder to be like, hey, look, happy people eat McDonald's or some shit. Like, that's literally all it is, and this fucker is trying to infer so much bullshit into it.
What, man?
Power America compels you.
They're just a nuclear family having wholesome fun.
Maybe his wife kicked the bucket. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. It's like, you know, I didn't see no wife there. It's just a dad with the two kids. You know, so again, it's like, how are we supposed to know any of that shit? And also, again, who cares? The whole point is the McDonald's. That's the point. It's not about whatever. What conservatives honestly make you start thinking about, you know, just like over the stupid bullshit they freak out about is so annoying. Nuclear family. Yeah, I heard it. I heard it, which again, not completely, because there ain't no waifu little, you know, wife there, like, or whatever the fuck. I mean, it's like, come on. McDonald's food makes me have a dopamine rush. Yeah, Wendy's is where it at. Like, honestly, Wendy's has stepped up a game. Ever since I've had a Baconator, like, not like 2 McDoubles and a large fry. Nothing like a goddamn fucking Baconator with a fucking, you know, what's it called? A Frosty? With a nice little chocolate Frosty and some fries, baby. That's where it's at.
However, this has become incredibly rare, and we are no longer advocating for this.
We are no longer advocating for this. I mean, it sounds like you are doing actually just that right now. You and all the other 10...
Whataburger's better objectively. Honestly, I don't disagree. I'm just saying Wendy's has stepped up their game. That's all I'm saying. Like, look, I'm not even disagreeing with that, by the way. I'm just saying Wendy's has stepped up their game. That's all I'm saying. Like, you can agree with both of those things. Like, Whataburger, like, I mean, yeah. Like, I mean, I don't think that had to be explained. I was kind of hoping that didn't have to be explained, but what? Fine. Jeez. Has been baking there since before I graduated high school. Okay, so what? They stepped their game up, and that shit's fire as fuck. The game's been good for decades. Well, honestly, like I never really thought much of it up until recently, and yeah, so whatever. To pay the worst of all the fast food franchises. Honestly, that's kind of why, you know, at least the times that we've been there, like, it's because the times I've had a Baconator, it's at the same Wendy's that we've been to going home from Seattle, and it was like the same chick that was there each time, and honestly, it's like, I think she recognized us too, because we gave her a tip the first time, and I decided to give her a little tip for the second time around, you know, because I had, like, you know, a spare $5, you know, and, you know, she was very thankful about it, because I think, you know, being in the middle of the night and night shift, she probably gets fuck all for paychecks and shit like that. At least I'm assuming her work's, you know, not hard, at least when it comes to not being super busy and shit, I guess, but whatever, you know, but, you know, it's like, you know, because I noticed, at least if, you know, the Baconator's second time around, I think when she recognized us, yeah, she was like, oh, hold up, we got to make sure these are top notch. Because that second time around, that shit was just like extra fire. First time was just like, like euphoric, but that second time was just like it was something extra. Does Wendy's of Oregon have the 50 Nuggies deal? I'm pretty sure. That's just like a national thing. Like, I'm pretty sure.
And Goblins that made the same video talking about how this is the first time you'd seen a straight couple since you came out of the womb.
Someone commented that McDonald's single-handedly fixing the declining birth rates.
Facts. It's a fact.
No, they're not. They're helping with the increased obesity rates.
Getting my wife pregnant because I saw a burger commercial. Thank you.
We need to stand up for traditional values, because guess what? We deserve representation too.
The target audience here is obviously people who feel like all advertising and media is woke now. It's refreshing for them to see an ad that has nothing wrong with it. The implication there being that there's something inherently wrong with trans influencers in ads or rainbows on clothes or whatever. She hit him with the dehumanization ray.
That dehumanization right. I mean, and the thing is, like I said, you know, even like the stupid, like, you know, the fucking buzz I got from it, dude. Oh, I know, bro. But I honestly love how, like, you know, because there legit is nothing wrong with the ad. They basically, you know, want to try to, like, do this stupid little fucking culture war bullshit to kind of imply that, oh, being queer, trans, and this and that, whatever the fuck, is all inherently bad or something. Even though it's like, the ad itself doesn't, like, you can literally infer whatever the fuck you want into the characters. They're literally just generic, you know, placeholder like people there just to show off to McDonald's and people being happy eating it or whatever the fuck. That's literally the point. Like, again, like, you know, like the two sisters, you know, one of them, you know, could secretly be, you know, a boy or whatever because they're actually, you know, trans or whatever, and the other one could be a lesbian daughter. Who fucking knows or cares? You know, it's like you couldn't, like, you know, because I could look at that same ad in the first shit like that, you know, be like, see how they're breaking down the traditional family values and doing it subtly so they don't even know it. Like, I mean, I can make some stupid bullshit, you know, case on the other foot. It's like, so stupid. Like, it just kind of shows how dumb this stupid culture war shit is. Because it really shouldn't mean anything, but, like, these fuckers try to find any excuse to make it mean, like, the biggest moral decay to fucking, like, Western civilization into human society as we know it. And it's like, give me a fucking break. Ah!
Go get him, girl. The trouble with this narrative, though, is that obviously there's a big selection bias going on. Every time a commercial or a show or a movie has some form of diversity, these guys freak the fuck out very loudly. This creates an ecosystem where every
I was not ready for that. Oh my god, I was not ready for that. Oh, holy shit. Oh my god, I was not ready for that. I was not ready for fucking pronouns just out of nowhere, bro. Oh my god, I was not ready for that. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god, bro. But culture wars will make life exciting. Imagine living in a world without a war Christmas. Be honest, it would be so boring. I know, dude. War Christmas, pff, if we never had any of that shit, life would just be boring as fuck, like nothing would even happen. Bro, Starfield doesn't have that bad a game. It's just boring after you finish the main story like every other Bethesda game. That's why you have mods and the community, you know, to help with that. We need that soundbite. I know, we need the fucking pronouns, dude. It will, like, as soon as I get a soundboard and get all that shit, you know, one day, dude, that will be a soundbite. It's gonna be a soundbite. Like, because there ain't no way I'm, like, not taking advantage of that. Dude, that really caught me off guard. I did not expect that. Like, I was trying to hold that hit back because if I just bursted out laughing, it would have probably killed me. I had to at least try to get that hit out first before I started laughing because holy shit, dude. Still has you confirm your species pronouns. Paradox is a woke company with this gender ambiguity. Fucking pronouns. You'd still be coughing out work. I know, dude. Dude, my throat would be destroyed.
So like a black mermaid or a gay cartoon character or a trans-inclusive ad campaign. These stories all get blown up, and then that compounds the narrative.
I will admit, it did kind of help clear a little bit of that Morning Limbutter out. I will admit. It did actually kind of help.
Is woke now, despite the plethora of movies and shows and ads and media being.
Wait, I don't even think I heard what Rose said. This woke McDonald's is getting shoved down my fucking throat, and I'll never buy anything from here ever again. Oh, but you will. You will, just because you know the corporate hooks are in you, and you're too weak to free yourself. Oh, the more you try to pull them out, the more you lose yourself.
During that same amount of time, that features just straight couples or white people or whatever. But you know, ultimately, the ultimate question is, who cares? Who cares? Thank you.
An issue why you're against abortion and why you're against transgenderism is because you're a misogynist, okay?
First of all, I'm not a misogynist because a misogynist is someone that puts down women. I exalt women to their rightful role. Women are supposed to be women.
Oh my god, wow. It's like, see, I'm not a misogynist. I exalt and honor women to be in their rightful role, which is inherently misogynistic too. Oh my god. Dude, I hate these fucking, like, manosphere bros that, like, go around, like, Vegas, New York, wherever the fuck they, you know, just like parade and stalk around harassing women with this stupid bullshit. It's just like, I mean, they're just so stupid and annoying. And honestly, I've noticed YouTube shorts lately, like every now and then when I peruse through that shit sometimes, like, oh my fucking god, I get this type of shit more and more often, and it's really starting to drive me nuts. It's like, I got a fucking Tom McDonald short, like, earlier this morning, for fuck's sake. I was like, yeah, let's check out, like, a couple shorts really quick. And, like, the third one in was that bullshit. I'm just like, what the fuck? I'm just like, why? Can this go away? It's like, I keep, like, not recommending it, but it's like they keep recommending more of it. It's like, oh, you don't want this specific channel, you know, right-wing bullshit? Well, what about this one? It's like, no, I don't want any of it. It's like, fucking hell.
Men. I exalt women to their rightful role. Okay, so, where's that role? It's below me. Huh, and I get to choose it. Right, and they don't get to. Alright, man. And also, no trans people. Yeah, cool, man. Oops.
Every time somebody says that a woman is equal to a man and does what a man could do, and you're actually abusing and denigrating women.
Hey, new type of
How?
abuse just dropped. Equality, equal rights. It's a classic Darvo tactic.
You're putting down women by saying that. So you're actually anti-women. I'm pro-woman.
I hate how he, like, got a bunch of weird harpies, you know, to surround him like a bunch of seals, dude.
Got him. Hit him with that Umo reverse card. Sometimes the real misogyny.
I only get Daily Wire Plus ads on our streams. Do ads pop up sometimes? Well, whatever.
And along the way. Now, I wouldn't consider myself authoritarian by any means, but I think gender content street interviewers should all be rounded up and put into a hole. A big hole.
Yeah. And can we also bury that said hole too? That is a nice, fine, big hole right there. That is a fine hole. This is a proper, beautiful hole, I tell you what.
Dirt in the woods.
Dude, holy fuck. I mean, look how big this hole is. Look how small these people are in comparison to this hole. That is a fine hole. But the true question is, would you dip your wick in that?
Toss in some handheld mics and ring lights and let them duke it out. Let them discover how to ask questions in the most annoying way that's humanly possible, and then study it as a warning of apocalypse. Whoa. Stop right there. Before we continue the video, we need...
I know what you're doing. I know. Wait, what the fuck? Wait, hold on. Wait. What's going on here?
Gradual increase for maximum comfort. There's 8 powerful pleasure settings to go on and explore.
Whoa. Yo, wait, hold up. Wait, okay, wait a minute, mate. Okay. Wait, so, huh? Wait a minute, what? Lamau, wow, he's sponsored by a sex shop, dude. What?
Yeah, Booty Beads Massager. Soraya?
What's with the ring in there? Like, what's going on there? I'm wondering what's happening with that. Not sure if sex toy or kitchen appliance. I don't know what's. I'm a little confused by that. Look at this! Look at that! Dude, you know he's having a fun time fucking sponsoring this. You know he had a fun time making this video. Oh my god!
This is a gender-neutral booty beads massager designed for those just getting into booty play exploration. The Soraya features.
Okay, I'm gonna let this one play.
Motion technology, which is inspired by the masterful movements of violin players and emits powerful vibrations that resonate inside you, one beat after.
Dude, I love the descriptions of sex toys, dude, and this is like across the board. Like, I mean, if you ever decided, like, you know, it's like, oh, I want to, you know, get a little toy or something. Like, dude, they're all like this. It is so hilarious. They always have like some weird, super, like, damn near like fantasy novel style, like, you know, just fucking like description of the damn thing.
It's got a cascading pleasure design, so the stimulation is a gradual increase from.
I'm still wondering what the ring is. So, do you have that there? So in case it gets all the way in you somehow, you can just, like, you know, have a little string or something, just like, yoink it out.
Comfort. There's 8 powerful pleasure settings to go on and explore. It's gender neutral, so any type of spot stimulation you want to go for, go nuts. Lilo products are 100% waterproof. They use extra soft, premium silicone that feels warm to the touch, and the quality is amazing. It'll last for years to come. Lilo has a Black Friday sale going on right now. You can go to Lilo.com or click the link in the description box.
You know, honestly, I you know, this is the first sponsor I actually decided to just like watch through all the way through, just because I thought it would be some like food sponsor shit. I did not I did not expect that. So, you know, hey, you got me on that
You
one.
can get an extra 10% off of your purchase. Plus, they got all sorts of makeup gifts you can receive with your purchase, which is
Ooh.
great for the holidays, for gifts for friends and family. All right, booty blast interlude over. Let's get back to this damn video. Bye.
Who's to say that God has a gender?
God doesn't have big biceps and facial hair. The only reason we say he is because we don't have a personal neuter pronoun.
God does not have big, strong arms and a core.
Well, but we do have neutral pronouns though. We have like they and stuff, right? Like, so what inherently makes God like, you know, like specifically identify as male outside of the fact that it's just like written in the Bibles? Like, I've unironically, I've like, you know, ran into Christians. They're like, hey, you know, we're like, you know, trying to spread the word of the Lord, but you know, we have a different, you know, Bible we like to preach about, like how God could actually be a woman and blah 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 blah. Like, I've actually like ran into people like that before.
Bushy beard, tall, broad shoulders, and a wide, muscular, hairy chest. He literally does not have any of those things. Literally doesn't.
God is not an it. God is a personal being who loves.
So God is a person?
Personal being who loves you. It's pretty good news, isn't it?
Well, some people would disagree with you. But
Why would someone say, ah, shoot, God loves me? I hate that.
What? Like, I mean, if it's a personal being, wouldn't that mean that, like, it could be any gender you fucking want? I mean, it's like, because if it's a personal being to you, then you can infer whatever the fuck you... like, I mean, how's this, this woman getting destroyed? Woke woman gets destroyed. It's like, how?
The idea that this woman is woke for disagreeing with this guy in the most polite way a human possibly can. She's like, well, you know, I disagree with you.
well, some people would disagree with you.
Woke. Triggered SJW.
Get owned, you lib. What are you gonna do, snowflake? Cry? What are you gonna do, little bitch? What are you gonna do, cry?
I don't know, fellas, is it woke to ask a question? Love that bit at the end as well, where he's like, who could possibly deny God's gracious love? Listen to this lady.
Why would someone say, ah, shoot, God loves me? I hate that.
And it's like,
Well, maybe it's a psycho fucking, you know, piece of shit. You know what I mean? And like, maybe that's why. Woke is such a meaningless word at this point. Well, I think that's kind of the point of the video. Just to kind of show how, like, meaningless it is. And, you know, inferring and confirming the whole broader point of, like, oh, you know, it's like, hey, this person that disagrees with me or, you know, or think I don't like, woke. You know, this grinder ain't really working too much anymore. Got fucking woke. Got hit with the woke virus.
people who don't believe in God, right? That's not very important necessarily. How did that get laughs from the audience? I don't know. They're inside of a large church. Who knows?
Homophobia is rooted in racism, so you are a racist.
If you work out strictly for appearance-based reasons, you are fat phobic.
I love the random clips out of context where they take like the more like, you know, hot take things that the people were just saying there, and then they're like, well, this guy, and it's just a dude working out, like that's supposed to mean anything. I hate montages like this. They're so stupid. I also like really hate the style of the edit too. It's just so fucking annoying.
This is what I'm talking about when I mentioned the weird overlap that sometimes occurs between conservatism and fitness content. I don't know what this Goggins guy's politics are, and frankly, I don't really care. No offense, Gogman. His presence on the internet, though, is primarily that of a motivational workout guru. The point of this post is to show clips of him working out looking all buff and runny. However, first...
And, you know, if he's like, you know, some dude is just like, hey, you know, one way for, like, you know, positivity in your life is, like, working out and shit, then whatever, you know, I guess you can't really stop people from, you know, using his videos, you know, for their stupid fucking edits and shit. But, you know, it's like, but yeah, either way, that's not really the point of it.
TikTok is made more compelling if they're able to construct an enemy. If we start the clip out with some overzealous, on the verge of crying 19-year-old activist saying that fat phobia is racist, those work.
Which also, like, I mean, again, those clips are out of context anyway. Like, I guarantee you, like, that, you know, video of the lady who's like, you're racist and shit, blah, blah, whatever. It's like, I guarantee you that was probably like at least a couple minute long interaction before, you know, she popped off or something because of what the other person said. Which, by the way, notice how we didn't hear anything, you know, of the other person was saying. She was just, you know, like, pointing at that guy. So we don't really know exactly what the whole context of it was, but it's just like, oh, but she woke though. It's like, well, maybe she's actually right. Like, what did he say? You know, it's like, what did he say for her to pop off like that?
Might hit just a little bit harder. There's drama there, right? Really? You're really saying that this is racist? How could it be? He's merely getting all pumped off. The question here, though, is this claim that fat phobia is racist, ergo fat phobes are racist, is it a position taken seriously by political actors who are versed in these ideas?
Obvious dishonest is obvious dishonest. Oh, yeah, exactly.
And, well, no. There is a discussion to be had about the racist roots of changing perceptions of fat bodies, which is a matter of historical fact. However, that nuance is hardly captured by just telling someone that they're fat phobic and therefore they are racist. It just is a little bit unhelpful to do it this way if you're trying to get people to understand what you're talking about. With all that said, though, there's a reason that this viral video has yet another character of a yelling young person, and that's because they're just easy targets to call woke cringe. Alright, next video.
Which is kind of funny because there's like a plethora of quote woke content out there of people that are, you know, yeah, maybe, you know, they can be emotional, but can at least, you know, that still have very concise and obvious, you know, like strong arguments being made and shit, but they never ever show that shit. And even if they do, like, they, you know, are still gonna be like, heh, owned.
If your chromosomes are XX and you're young, you menstruate. If you're XY, you don't.
Correct, but what about trans men and non-binary?
They're not men.
We're excluding a whole group of people.
They're women
that
dressed
menstruate.
as men. You are not a man.
Damn, that 5th grade teacher reveal is wild.
And also, wow, what a own the oldest argument, you know, of time immemorial when it comes to conservatism on this bullshit. Forgive me if I have to do work today. Yeah, technically in at 4, but I'll just, like, you know, go in there once we're done with this video.
That's a fucking downer, dude. Obviously, we know that people like this exist at every level of society, but there's something about this one just feels bad, bro. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I don't really feel like sitting here and arguing for the validity of trans people's existence. That, to me, is an argument that doesn't really need to be entertained. Either you're cool and normal, or you're like this guy. And with guys like this, I
mean, in a way, yeah. I mean, it's not like, I mean, we're at a point where it's like, you know, it's pretty obvious, and I feel like, you know, it doesn't have to necessarily be, like, explained day in and day out, so to speak. It's just more or less, you know, just like, you know, fighting those stupid fucks, you know, for trying to invalidate that in the first place. Because, you know, like, I mean, it's, in a sense, it's not like, you know, it's like 2016 where, you know, it started becoming a little bit more of, I guess, like a social, you know, like, more socially accepted, you know, element in society and culture. But, I mean, at this point, it's like, it's pretty obvious in a sense. Or it's just like, yeah, you know, these people exist, you know, there's endless fucking statistics and data about it. It's just obvious. Like, you know, it's not just like, you know, like, we don't even really have to back it up. The science just does. I mean, it always has in the first place, you know, to an extent. It's just that, you know, like, we're just understanding it better and more, and, you know, have, you know, better means of having more affirming care and treatment, you know, and also at the same time accessibility. I mean, and those stupid weird chuckle fucks like, man, like, well, it's XXXY, Gert. You know, it's like, you know, they, you know, if they want to miss the point and, you know, be a bunch of fucking knuckle dragging idiots, then, you know, they're a bunch of knuckle dragging morons. So fuck them.
Personally, that we just need to wait for them to die out. Okay, next video.
What's going on here?
I have no idea what's going on in this one, but it's...
I don't either.
Honestly, I like it. It's fun to watch for me. What are they doing? What are the noises? Is it crying? Is it moaning? Why are they in animal costumes? Feel free to...
And also, like, I mean, it's... You know, I guess, like, exception to the rule with this, like, that is a little silly, but whatever. They're, like, I don't... They took, like, you know, one little moment of a protest, and they're like, see, lol. It's like, yeah, you know, it's a goof, but whatever. You know?
And, if anyone knows, I couldn't find what this clip was originally from, but I am genuinely curious. But this is
I mean, if I had to take a guess, it's probably like some protest in Europe or some shit, like in London or France or something like that. If I had to take a guess.
instance of woke being a generalized caricature of the left. I know quite a few people that I consider to be on the left.
A general does that. They'll only give you 10 minutes before auto-firing you for being late. Well, luckily we have like a 15-minute like kind of leeway. But by the time I, finish this up and get there, like, it's going to be well before 4 o'clock.
Gonna do anything like this before, not even remotely. Is this style of protest reflected in any serious leftist political thought? Did Lenin put out a pamphlet teaching workers how to roll around and groan and cry like baby elephants?
Yes, that is directly in, his writings. Yep, Lenin absolutely wrote about that, 100%. Yep. It's like, in between, talking about how, like, you can't collaborate with, the fucking establishment and shit like that and yada yada, and how, like, this sees the revolution and shit. Like, he was talking about how you need to do stuff like this. Yes.
Obviously, I'm being sarcastic. No, he didn't, but maybe he should have. Not really sure how effective this protest was.
Unless they say it's okay. I mean, the thing is, there's obviously, like, exceptions to a rule. Like, I mean, like, if you fuck up with something, you're still, like, culpable or liable for it. Like, if you're constantly, like, 30 minutes late all the time, that's on you, right? Like, so, I mean, the union isn't necessarily going to protect you from that unless there's just genuine, exceptional, like, circumstances where, where that was where you had to be and shit. But even then, that's still somewhat on you, and the union will only be able to protect you so much, from something like that. So, I mean, like, it's, I guess it's complicated. Like, I mean, it just kind of depends on, like, specifically what it is. Like, on, some shit, it is on you, and, like, some stuff, like, you can certainly be protected for. Or at least, be able to fight it, because it could be unjust firing or termination or whatever the fuck, right? So, it depends. I mean, like, because if you got, like, someone just, like, saying, hey, like, this person's being disrespectful to me, blah, blah, and it's just bullshit, obviously, and you got, like, a fucking Karen just, basically, trying to get you fired or whatever, and they're, saying, like, hey, what the hell, and, and, like, believe them, it's, like, over you or some shit, because you're, like, the only one, like, working at the department at the moment or some shit, and, then, like, and for whatever reason, like the management, like, would agree, like, agrees to at least, potential, like, termination or something like that, you can actually fight that. Like, I mean, like, something like that, you could be like, hey, I want to call my rep and I, want to, like, protect my rights and actually have, like, someone in the room to, fight for me on this one, because that's bullshit. Like, there are definitely, it's a complicated thing. It's, like, a little bit of a, kind of a gray area. Like, there's some shit that it won't protect you for because, like, it's kind of on you, so to speak. And then there's definitely a lot of shit, in the middle of all that. And then there's stuff where the union will obviously, like, be right there to defend you and shit because it's just obvious, bullshit type of stuff. Like, firing based off of, like, something discriminatory. Like some tattoo or, like, maybe, or, like, maybe, like, the fact that you might have, like, a piercing or some shit or whatever the fuck, stuff like that.
Still,
anti-union train told me unions making it possible to fire bad workers. That's bullshit. That is just bullshit. I mean, good union will, try to shape people up and will give people a chance and, let them know it's like, like, hey, we can protect you to an extent, but, like, if you keep fucking up, it is on you. Like, I mean, to me, that's, like, what a good union will do, because, yeah, if someone's, fucking up, then they make everyone, including the union, look bad. Also demands half or more of your wages as dues. That is stupid. My current dues are, like, at, I think, $15 or something like that, which is it's not that much. Like, I mean, that's basically like, getting a burrito and, like, something to drink, at the burrito place I, go to and shit. Like, I mean, it's whatever. So, I mean, and I'm pretty sure that's a monthly, so it's like, it's not really that much. So, I mean, but the thing is, dues vary, though. Like, I mean, it depends on the union or how big it is or how small it is. The burrito's $15. Well, the burrito's, like, $13, but, like, getting something to drink is, like, $2, so, yeah, it's about like that. I think it's 6 tacos to Taco Bell for that. Well, if you've seen the burritos that I get, because I've eaten them here on stream before, they're fucking huge. They didn't used to be that expensive, I mean, sadly. But, yeah, inflation. And honestly, a lot of it's because of, you know, the distribution. Like, I mean, you know, because there are some things that are still pretty cheap and have been relatively cheap, you know, for a while. And if, you know, like, if they have bumped the price up, it's like by like a quarter or 50 cents or something. But some items have bumped up pretty significantly over the years. And I think it's a lot of it's just because, like, of the distribution of, like, you know, like the ordering of what they have to get and shit. So, I mean, I don't really blame them for it because they're like a mom and pop shop. You know, so there's also that too. I mean, they're not like, you know, some regional / national chain. I think they only have like 2 or 3 set shops. Like they have the one over here, and I think they have like one in Portland and like one in Oregon City or something like that. So I mean, yeah, it's one of those things where like it's a very small thing. Like, I mean, so I don't really blame them for it. I mean, you know, it's like a family-owned op, so, I mean, they gotta feed their folks.
A form of protest, right? Perhaps for animal rights or something. And protesting is still a political act, you know, that should be respected regardless of how silly it looks. And yes, this does look pretty silly to me. That doesn't mean they're wrong, though, or the point that they're trying to prove is invalid. It just means they look a little silly while they do it, in my opinion. Okay. Wow! I feel good. I knew that I would now.
Is this honestly a real TikTok? What wokeism does to people? And you got a chick with a mullet and some other stuff, I guess. I mean, is this supposed to be a jab? And then you got, I guess, generic blonde white woman. You got this, I guess. That guy.
Whoever made this one is tipping the scales a bit here, right? The before examples are professional red carpet photos, all done up and pimped out and whatnot. And the after wokeism, whatever that means, they're low quality, unprepared paparazzi photos or weird angles. You're cheating, okay? That's cheating. You're doing a cheating. This kind of aesthetic political posturing is always very interesting to me because it could just be boiled down to I don't like these people how they look. They are ugly. To me, I don't think they're hot. That's my politics in a nutshell. Okay, looking back,
which I don't understand.
This video is not politics. It's just
there isn't any. It's just like, this is what wokeism does to people. It's like it makes people look, I guess, like that or something. It's just like, I don't understand it. It's just so stupid. Like, this is like conservative comedy in a nutshell. Like, are we serious?
That's not a real thought-out political stance. It's just people saying this is woke and weird. And I don't know why I dove so deep into this, but here we are.
I hate woke people.
Wow.
Why?
Because they're embarrassing and stupid, and it's clown world. I don't like clown.
It's embarrassing and stupid, and it's like clown world shit. It's all like clown world shit, and I don't like that clown world shit. Oh my god. It's fucking Edge, bro. Oh man. Edgiest bitch in the world goes to the fucking weird Valley Girl conservative dork bag. Like, yeah, wow. Awesome. Just, man. I think she just like pierced my heart with that Edge, because I don't feel it beating no more.
Shit.
Okay, alright, can't argue with that logic.
Because it's not real. We're not in a real world, okay? Let's be real here.
We're just like all in a simulation. This is actually a matrix. This is actually a matrix. We're not even in a real world. Oh my god, such invigorating content, bro. Wow. Awesome. Holy shit, the Edge. She literally just sounds like an angsty, like, weird emo chick in high school that is just trying to rebel against her parents. Like, like what the fuck, bro?
Woke people are dumb.
This is like watching Chomsky in his prime. I'm compelled.
Everyone agrees with me too. So let's not even start right now because
everyone agrees with me, so don't even start right now. Like, look, I know you were just about this screaming, but no, even you like agree with me, so don't even start. Oh my god, she's seriously annoying the fuck out of me. Holy shit.
Everyone agrees with me. I have so many people who would think that, oh, maybe I'm woke, but they're not. And they DM me all the time like, oh my god, I so fucking agree with you, but I like can't say it because I'm like afraid. Like everyone.
Because I'm like afraid.
Don't even fucking start, but let's go.
The silent majority.
But yeah, don't even fucking start. But let's go. Anyway, I need my Starbucks latte. Oh wait, no, I can't get a Starbucks. That's too woke. But how am I supposed to get my pumpkin spice? How am I supposed to get my pumpkin spice at Starbucks? You know what? This is gonna be one time. Yeah, I like a Primo Grande, Frappuccino's pumpkin spice latte.
Thing is my favorite thing that weird people do. Everyone agrees with me, okay? There's just so much woke
The silent majority.
They keep it in the DMs. They don't tell anyone because they're scared. Not like me. I'm not scared, but they are. This is a totally vacuous video. I don't even know why I included it. I just thought it was kind of embarrassing. I think I wanted to annoy myself and others because 'tis the season to give and receive.
You know what's funny right now is watching the hardcore left walking away from their hardcoreness, after they fucking took out so many innocent people. Now they're...
Are they also going to take Bill Burr out of context?
Their new thing is like, nobody got canceled. What are you talking about?
When he says that the left killed all those innocent people, is he talking about Stalinism? That's like usually what people say when they say that. Soviet Union, communism, 1,000 billion people dead. It's true, Marx said to do it. He said it in the first page of Capital. Go read it.
Oh God, another old person saying we can't even say this. It's like, no, you did do that. You did do that, you fucking c***s. Right?
Hey, swear word. Very naughty, Bill.
Oh, so naughty.
That's what happened. It is what happened, right?
It'd be nice if he could be specific about who actually was.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Is Bill Burr taken out of context. Like, I'm pretty sure that's built up from a whole bigger bit, and and not just some broader call on just the left, because Bill Burr kind of fucks on the MAGA chuds and conservative people. In fact, he just kind of got under hot water by a bunch of them because his wife gave the finger to Trump. Or some shit like that. And he called them a bunch of fucking whiny baby bitches and shit. So, it's I'm pretty sure that's just built up from a bigger bit, during that little comedy show of his.
Really canceled. The biggest example I can think of what he's talking about, of big internet backlash to stand-up specials, is Dave Chappelle. And we all know just how canceled he was. Him and his $20 shagillion Netflix deal. Chris D'Elia, maybe? Is that who he's talking about? People figured out that he was sexting minors as a 42-year-old and they stopped having him on their podcast. That's cancel culture, baby. Don't let it get you. Also, he's still touring and his active podcast has 600,000 subscribers. Cancel culture.
We all told people they had to get vaccinated.
Bill, careful now.
And liberal left people flipped out if you didn't say that.
Bill.
Oh! And they tried to fucking end you. That's what they did. That is what they did. Now they're like, what are you talking about? Like your parents, right? When you go home for Christmas. And you're like, every day you called me a dumb cunt, and it really affected my self-esteem. And they're always like, what? I never said that. You're crazy. Jesus Christ, just have some casserole.
See, I'm also kind of confused because, again, it's kind of taken out of context a little bit. Because I feel like, again, this is built up from a bigger bit. Because I'm not too sure what he's trying to say here, but it's because it's just, taken out randomly from a bigger bit.
Dude, this clip is just kind of embarrassing. Listen how quiet the crowd is. Pity laughs for a 20-year-long career comedian. It's sad, Don't know what to say about it other than they just keep doing it. The comics keep doing the cancel culture thing. And man, it's been 4 years of it. I don't know if Bill Burr is really doing it or not. Again, I just think it's taken out of context. I don't know if he's actually, take a part in that bullshit or not. It doesn't strike me as someone that does, but whatever, I don't know. He's not really somebody that, strikes me as he used to be hilarious. I don't know, I haven't, checked up what he's been doing lately, but, he can still be pretty funny sometimes. I don't get it, man. I just don't get it. This guy's a funny guy. I've seen some of his specials that are pretty funny to me. So how does this happen?
So I used to like Adam Sandler. And what's annoying is that guy actually has talent. Every now and then you'll throw out an Uncut Gems movie where he actually flexes the talent, but then he'll make a fucking Jack and Jill movie, 8,000 times. It's just that's what's so fucking annoying about him. That's why I don't like him. It's because he knows he's got talent, but he just likes to just rake in the money because he just could rub it in and doesn't give a fuck.
The last week, people have been roasting this guy, Matt Rife, a comedian who just dropped a new special for it just being kind of bad. I'll play one of the most heavily...
It's unironically good movie. That's what I mean.
Criticized
It actually,
joke.
like, I mean, I still need to fucking see it. I've seen a few scenes from it. I'm like, God damn it, why is this actually good? It's like, Adam Sandler, you fucking son of a bitch. It's like, why can't you just do shit like this? Like, you'd actually be fucking really cool if you did. But no, you have to, like, make Jack and Jill or whatever the fuck.
Opener to the stand-up set.
There, and the hostess who, like, seats you at
Yeah, Waterboy's another good one. I mean, early in his career, but yeah.
the restaurant had a black eye. A full black eye. And it wasn't like, what happened? Yeah, it was pretty obvious what happened. And we couldn't get over the fact that we're like, this is the face of the company? Like, this is who you have greeting people? And my boy who I was with was like, yeah, I feel bad for her, man. I feel like they should, you know, put her in the kitchen or something where nobody has to see her face, you know? And I was like, yeah, but I feel like if she could cook, she wouldn't have that black eye.
The problem with this bit is not that the subject matter is too dangerous. Oh, it's just, again, it's just not funny. This is a joke.
Yeah, it is. And it's just like, hey, woman got black eye, lol. I mean, it's just not funny.
Driving to 6th grade. It's unoriginal, and it's not funny to anyone who's lived on this earth for more than 12 years. Okay, editor Noah here. Watching this back, there's actually even more reasons why I think this joke sucks, and I kind of want to be a hater for a sec, because it's really annoying to me. First of all, his audience laughing at the setup line that she has a black eye.
The hostess who, like, seats you at the restaurant had a black eye. A full black eye.
As if that's, like, self-evidently funny. That's just kind of embarrassing. The first time he mentions how they need to put her back in the kitchen, immediately obvious what's gonna happen next. Come on, man, come on. You could do a better setup. You could set this up better. I'm not gonna give my 2 cents on how, because I'm not a comedian, but I am a hater. And the last thing, probably the worst of it all, is the assumption that the reason she has a black eye is because she can't cook, even when obviously you can have a black eye for a myriad of other reasons.
If she could cook, she wouldn't have that black eye.
I'm really not here
I mean, and also, maybe she does, but, like, the husband's just a white-beaten piece of fucking garbage, and, again, not funny.
Say that this is somehow some promotion of domestic violence or whatever. I think you can joke.
I mean, obviously, I guess this guy's like some nude comedian dude, but wow, if that's his special, then I hope that's like the one and only one that he ever has.
I just don't think it's funny, personally.
Not exactly the sharpest tool in the shed, you know, when it comes to comedic chops.
Back to the real time, Noah. Anti-wokeness is a brand. It's a genre. But I still have yet to see a critique of wokeness or an anti-woke bit that is actually funny. If you know of one, let me know, because I'm always happy to have a giggle and a laugh and take criticism in stride as a wokist myself. Alright, everybody. That's it for this video. There's another kind of short fun one. We got some real ones coming up. Just had to take care of business. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? Thanks again to Lilo.
Yeah, I know what I'm saying, you know. So I gotta, upgrade my, my fake mustache collection. Make sure I keep it maintained, because I think this one's about to fall off. Man, I mean, he is right about it basically being a fucking brand, because that's what it is. Like, that's, I mean, like, this whole wokeism shit is basically literally just like a brand and a franchise for these, fucking conservatives, which is kind of ironic, because, like, they always want to bitch about how, like, wokeism is like some brand and shit, and it's like, maybe it's because you're projecting, you fucking half-witted dumb shits. It's like, maybe that's why. It's like, it's like, maybe y'all look in the fucking mirror. Like, all of you motherfuckers are the ones who continuously, like, do stupid corporate brand and be like, see, we're anti-woke. Which, in itself, is, like, woke branding. You're just branding it as anti-woke. Just so, can fucking, like, galvanize, a bunch of stupid chucklefucks and be like, yeah, sticking it to the libs. It's like, good fucking grief, dude. What a bunch of fucking yokels, dude. I love how, like, really wasn't any, like, humor in any of their shit either. Like, the only humor I found is just, like, of how stupidly absurd it all really was. It's like, like, they really got nothing. They just don't. I actually would probably, be more interested in their stupid shit, honestly, if they at least had something new. Just my ability to grow a beard. Not really, because, like, mine's been kind of starting to come in a little bit, but it's still all, like, mostly whiskery fuzz, but, within, like, another year or two, it's going to start coming in more fully. So, I mean, I'm not really too worried about it. I'm not much of that clean-faced baby as I once was. Peach fuzz. I mean, well, yeah, it's still fuzzy, you know, and shit, but like right here and here, I mean, there's, you know, somewhat some distinct whiskerage going on. You know, it's starting to get there. That's why I say, give it like another year or two, and it should be like, you know, pretty decently full and shit. So, I don't know, cut me some slack, jackass. But anywho, I'll get myself off to work and all that fun shit. So, peace out, and of course, I'll see you on the next one. So,